RedTube, what the poop is going on? I am Mini Pride from Milk and Cookies Total War. Welcome back to part 3 of my Alith Anar, the Shadow King Let's Play campaign, where we have drawn the Widowmaker and are allowing it to consume ourselves and send us into the depths of misery, of hate, of anger, of destruction, but use that to conquer the world. We are dealing with massive public order penalties right now, and in the last part, the Sword of Khaine actually fused with the Shadow King himself, and he has truly become Khaine's mortal avatar, supplanting Talaris Dreadbringer, supplanting anyone else who might have thought that they could claim it for themselves. It is only Alith Anar, and it is our duty to drown the world in a tide of blood. Alright, so I have skipped forward a few turns here. One of the things we were dealing with earlier was Ss'ildra Tor, a red, crimson-colored sub-faction for the Dark Elves down here, south of the Ancient City of Quintex, and they are gone now. Tyrion walked in and rolled over everything. Well, his faction, Lothern, did. Kalidor was actually the sub-faction that attacked the Moon Shard, and they just confederated with Lothern. So Lothern is huge now. They're really powerful. Thankfully, we have a defensive alliance with them, so they should be able to kind of iron out the bottom half of my empire here, make sure that the Lizardmen don't come from the south and start taking all my provinces. So that will be nice, as long as we can get a military alliance with them. I really don't want to go to war with Tyrion. He's going to have 3 or 4 stacks by the time he might think about getting rid of our alliance. So if we can improve that relationship, it'll be a really good thing for us. Now, the Ancient City of Quintex has rebelled, and we're going to let them probably take that down to like minus 60, minus 40 public order if we can. And we have made our second army. You can see I'm running in the negative now. Now, this will be fine, because we're going to be very aggressive with the Shadow King in this part and the following parts after that. We're going to keep expanding northwards. We're going to take out the Bleak Fortress, then Hag Hall, then Ice Rock Gorge, and then maybe go to war with Katep and the Tomb Kings, which will be a pretty interesting war there. But we want to be just moving north now, because pretty much all of our objectives here, let's take a look at our objectives, what we need for the short campaign victory. We do need Doomglades, which is this faction right here, and then obviously Nagarythe and some of the others further north will be very lucrative settlements that we want to take. But at the same time, we have to deal with all the public order, and that's a problem, because Arnheim has continuously rebelled throughout this campaign. There's not much I can do about that. I can't build a public order building there, because I want this Shadow Warrior recruitment center, and Ancient City of Quintex has been doing the exact same thing. So what we're going to do here is get the second stack, which is now all Shadow Warriors. I know people want a little bit more variety there, and I will get that as soon as possible, but for right now, they are by far my best troops. And one of the biggest issues is that my settlements can't level up very quickly because I can't build growth buildings. Because I need to build walls in every settlement because of the public order. So yeah, I mean, let's be honest here. When you draw the Widowmaker, it makes your campaign, your expansion a little bit slower. It makes things a little bit more difficult for you, no question about that. So they are going to go to the Ancient City of Quintex, defend that, make sure the rebellion doesn't take it. And we actually renamed Dorian to Durian the Ever-Smelly. So Durian is a pretty nasty fruit that smells like gym socks drowned in a porta potty. And it's not a good smell at all if you've ever been to a market that sells them. It is pretty overpowering, and his old name was Dorian, so we're deciding to meme a little bit. What we're going to do here is attack the Bleak Fortress and begin our war with them. So let's declare war right now. I don't think we need to call our allies to help, because honestly, I don't want any of them coming over. I want this entire region for myself.
No mercy.
And Bleak Fortress should be a very easy win for us. Yeah, there's no point in fighting that. We will auto-resolve. Hopefully, though, we will run into a full 20 stack here and get a big battle very soon. I think that shouldn't be too long. I imagine they have a full stack somewhere.
With one eye open.
We're definitely going to want to take the settlement, though, because it is part of Arnheim's territory. And right off the bat, we can get up to level 3. And that should... The Elven Gardens should... No. Level 4, the Elven Court version will give us some technology to unlock. And now we can get some Lothern Sea Guard as well. I might leave that the way it is. Or maybe Public Order. Yeah, the Public Order buildings are pretty important too.
I serve the king.
But all the auto-resolving we did down in the south, taking Ss'ildra Tor and dealing with the Moon Shard and all these armies that were over here. Well, there's only one, and it was a small one, so I just auto-resolved it. I didn't think you guys needed to watch it. It has given us 4 skill points to spend. Now, when you're playing a campaign, obviously by far, one of the best skills you can get is Quartermaster. When you get your upkeep, minus 15% for all units is extremely good. Extremely good. But we're not quite there yet. We haven't invested much into the blue skill tree yet, because there's some really good stuff at the top. Obviously, we like that Perfect Vigor. What we're going to do here, I think, is get Shadow King. Because what this does is actually allow the mirror image we create with Mislead to do 50% damage. It's a kind of an anime type ability. Something you'd see in Naruto or something. But it's pretty good. I mean, think about that. We're hitting for 437 missile damage right now. When you've got a second illusion that's actually hitting for half that, I mean, that's still relatively substantial. It's still going to be able to one-shot cavalry models. Still going to be able to one-shot elite infantry. So, yeah, that's definitely worth it. I think we'll do that. Definitely going to get Spectre, because one of the biggest issues we have right now is our melee defense is a little bit low. Right now it's 45, plus 12 is pretty substantial, and that ambush success chance. Like, every time we get an ambush, it, like, doubles our chance of winning that battle. So, maybe not quite that much, but it's really nice. Getting those ambushes with the stock ability, super nice. We're going to go Spectre, and then we're going to work on the blue skill tree, I think. We're going to work towards Draftmaster, and then towards Quartermaster and Elven Healing. The red skill tree, I'm not really worried about, because right now it's all Shadow Walkers, and we already have that stuff maxed out for the most part. Looting settlements. We will be doing some of that. Recruitment cost, not a big deal. Well, public order is nice, but it's not enough to matter. And we're going to be moving so much, I don't think it's worth it. So let's just do that, because we'll probably be doing a decent amount of sacking moving forward here.
When Loic dances, so shall I.
That'll be the end of my turn, and when next you see me, we will be moving on to Hag Hall and hopefully get a very big battle very soon. We do have a commandment to do, though.
We are ill at ease.
One thing I have noticed has kind of confused me. These March for Death dudes up here take a very long time to refresh, and I don't know how long that's supposed to take, but it's pretty substantial from what I've seen so far. Unfortunately, we do not have a public order one, so what is most growth? I think we'll get growth. So while we begin our war with the Bleak holds, which will probably be a very quick one, there's some drama stewing in the north. That sound is hilarious. God dang, that is... that has to be a meme, right? Like, when they scream like that, that has to be a meme. That has to be CA and their employees having some fun with the voice acting. That can't be legit. But I do love it. It seems like it's only the elves that do it. But there is some drama brewing in the northeastern corner of Ulthuan. Lothern, for whatever reason, decided they wanted to declare war on Krace, and they had no stacks up here. They had Tyrion's not anywhere near. They have no armies. They haven't had any armies. I was defensive alliance with both the White Lions of Krace and with Tyrion of Lothern, and Lothern's a lot more powerful, so I had to break my alliance with Krace because I don't want to go to war with Lothern. It's going to be much worse for me. So now they could move and attack Tor Anlek or Shrine of Khaine pretty soon if they felt like it. If we look at diplomacy, they're very angry with me, and it has given me untrustworthy that I was forced to break it with them. I wish that my allies wouldn't put me in those kind of positions, but it happens in Total War, and so they're very, very mad. And Lothern, despite having declared war on me, I have a feeling after they lose Torkor, whatever that is, Torkor, we're going to get wrecked by Krace if they feel like moving in. Now, Shrine of Khaine can easily defend itself, has a beautiful garrison that only a strong Chaos stack, I think, would actually be able to take it from me. But Tor Anlek, on the other hand, yeah, that's not a very good stack, honestly. I mean, it's a lot of archers, it's a lot of DPS, a lot of power there, but they're archers. I mean, if you get a couple cav units on the field, that's going to make it very, very tough. And it's not even a very big stack either. So if they sent a full stack to Tor Anlek, it would probably fall, and that would make me very sad. Hopefully they don't declare war on me. Hopefully Lothern wipes them out soon. I don't have to deal with that at all. In the meantime, though, we have this rebellion in the Ancient City of Quintex, and
this will fail.
It's looking pretty good. Now, War Hydra will go down real quick to Shadow Warriors, but it's a powerful unit, and it will soak up some arrow fire with that missile resist that it has. 35% of that, and a relatively decent stack, and we only have 2 more units than them. So this will be a true Shadow Warrior ambush. Hopefully it will be an actual ambush, but we're going to have to do a lot of kiting here. And it shouldn't be too hard, I don't think, because especially these guys should be able to hold their own relatively well in melee, and Shadow Walkers definitely can. They're bred to do that. But let's fight it. Let's get them out of the Ancient City. We'll garrison that for a while, and then Arnheim will probably rebel pretty soon, and we'll go deal with that as well.
None shall live.
Whew. They have 2 Hydras. They have Dread Knights, and they have some very decent infantry. This will be an interesting battle. I'm pretty sure we can win this. They don't have that much mobility. We have a lot of ranged firepower, but interesting. This should be an interesting one for sure. Let's give you some extra leadership.
Must be done.
And I will see you on the battlefield. Yeah, so if you were wondering if SSAO and Shadows were going to be completely fixed in this patch, at least on the build that I have currently, they are not. There are certain maps, certain lighting, where it is still a problem, and right now that is ugly as hell. You can see, I hope you can see it in the recording, there's this checkerboard pattern and still that weird aura surrounding my Shadow Warriors here. And yeah, it's not a good look. So, again, one of the important things they included in our NDA was that they are still working on lighting and SSAO. It is entirely possible it will be better or completely fixed by the time the final patch rolls around. I would be hesitant to say that it will be fully fixed. Again, it's been improved quite a bit, even on this build. It's way better than it was on the build that you guys are playing with right now. With that said, though, not completely fixed, so temper your expectations there. CA, if you can fix it fully, please, because right now, that's some ugly stuff. That does not look good, and you can still see the flickering shadows as well as I move my camera around. With that said, though, we've got a battle to fight against the... Well, actually, that's the Cult of Pleasure Reborn, their rebellion. If they win this, and they take my settlement, it will be a problem. We have a lot of Shadow Warriors. So what we're going to do at the beginning is have this control group probably fire into those Dark Riders with repeater crossbows. Don't want them tying us down, and they have no armor. So a full volley from each of my Shadow Warriors should absolutely melt them apart. Hydra will be a problem, of course, and this Bolt Thrower. This is a great way to counter range builds in both multiplayer and campaign. Their infantry shot, the spread one that fires many different bolts, kind of forces you to not play the kite game, right? Because if we just run around on the map without dealing with it, it's going to rip us up. So we're going to have to deal with that, and these Dread Knights, the Noglier, are going to be a serious issue. I love how cool Dread Knights look. I love the armor on them. They look so sexy. Them and the Manticore, they kind of wear the same armor. Looks amazing. But the Dread Knights in particular are a problem. Really cool shot cavalry unit that's quite good in prolonged melee, and one of the cool things about them is that they actually coat themselves in this slime that the Noglier exude that kind of makes it so they can't feel sex or touch or any of the food or drink or bodily warmth that most Dark Elves love to partake in, but at the same time, it makes them very powerful because they're able to actually ride these Cold Ones into battle and form a relationship with them. And if they didn't cover themselves in that toxic slime that kind of desensitizes them over time, they wouldn't be able to ride those Cold Ones, and they would get eaten anytime they got even close to them. So there's a trade-off there, but it's a pretty powerful one because it makes them amongst the best cavalry units in the game. Kind of, in theory, they're not, because Dread Knights rampage, but if they didn't, they would be, and on paper they do have pretty amazing stats. So what we're going to do here is start the battle. I think we want you guys, actually, we're going to just try to burst down that Bolt Thrower instantly, I think. And then you guys will go a little bit further forward. These 4, I think, will focus on the Dread Knights as they charge forward. And we're just going to have to do a lot of kiting, a lot of delta splitting, and skirmish them down as easily as we can. So let's get it underway. Shoot them. You should melt instantly, please. Don't run away. Oh, why are you smart? Why are you smart? Kill that Bolt Thrower crew real quick. Durian, the Ever Smelly, you can move up. Dang. Alright, let's turn fire at will off for a second here. They're pulling back like crazy. They felt like their right flank was being overrun, I guess. For now, I guess we'll shoot the Dark Shards. Alright, that Bolt Thrower crew should be dead now. Yep, good. Good. It's a good start. They're not even moving at me. They're not attacking. Okay, they're going to start moving now. Get those Dark Shards off the field ASAP. Dread Knights are going to be a problem. You guys need to run. I'm just going to start moving back now. Alright. Hydra time. Time to kill those Hydras.
Orders received. For order.
Oh man, those Dread Knights are going to be such a problem.
Shadow Warrior. Advance.
To the fray! Quickly now! Understood!
Here we go! Here they come!
We away! Setting
That's going to be so bad. That's going to be so painful. Just shoot him! Just shoot him! Quickly!
For all flag. Acknowledged.
If we can get them to rampage soon,
Forward.
let's put you on skirmish mode.
loyal!
Oh, we got a breath attack in. That was bad. Shoot those Dark Riders. Okay. Well, Balance Bar likes us right now.
At once.
Durian needs to run, though.
Now.
He could go down real quick if I forget to micro him. Kill those Dread Knights, guys. We need them dead. We need them dead. Alright, they're rampaging now. Which means one unlucky group is going to bite the bullet here. We can send our Lord in and kill those Harpies. Take off skirmish mode. Turn on fire at will.
Move. We will obey.
We're definitely going to lose a decent amount of troops here. But it's par for the course when you've only got range units.
Understood!
Without fail. Serve.
Kill those Dread Knights, boys. They're going to rout. Okay, good. That's good.
Shadow Warrior!
You guys keep kind of scooting around the flank.
It will be done.
Oh man, Durian. Durian, no. Yeah, he might die. He could definitely die. We're going to give him this damage resistance buff. And we can kill the Hydra, which is by far the biggest issue for him right now. But he is stuck. And that is a bit of a problem. Run! Durian, no!
I never.
You're going to smell so much worse if you die.
Syrian. Orders received.
At once.
Kill those Harpies. Okay. Okay, good stuff. Hydra doesn't know what it wants to do. Breath attack. Oh, yep. I'll take that. It's not a good target for it. Oh my god, 21 HP. Alright, Hydra's dead.
Ready and eager.
Keep her... Oh, actually, he could probably take that Supreme Sorceress pretty easily. Kill those Bleak Swords, and then we can kill the Hydra. Keep kiting.
We will obey.
Turn that off. Just shoot the Dread Knights. Quickly, quickly, quickly.
Shadow Warriors!
Hell, we can just probably murder you in melee.
Onward.
Apace!
Alright, they're dead. Come on over, boys. They're about to mass rout. Yes, point blank volleys in the Dread Knights. They're dead. And, dude, I'm not gonna lie. It's fun. Like, these Shadow Warrior builds, yes, I realize they're spammy. They are thematic, and they are fun to micro. Which is not always the case. I mean, a lot of the time, especially when you start getting Dragon Princes in the High Elf campaign, obviously we're going to try to get those as soon as possible. It'll be a very long time because we can't build those growth buildings as much as we want, but this is just fun. Like, it's really fun to micro. They have a lot of versatility. We can kind of just play it. Well, you know what? Let's make sure that Hydra dies. I don't know. I just like playing kiting builds. You guys know that I love Wood Elves. You know that I love playing ranged builds, using Way Watchers, that kind of thing. It's loud. It's very satisfying to out-micro an opponent this way, even if it is a little bit spammy, which it most certainly is. It's campaign. Obviously, I wouldn't do stuff like this in multiplayer. But yeah, that, we took some losses for sure, but I mean, 100. Plenty of HP damage, but, oh yeah, you know what? She's dying real fast.
As you say.
See if we can kill her. No, we're not going to be in range. Yeah, we'll take that. Alright, so Rebellion crushed easily, and having that stat kind of patrolling near Arnheim and the Ancient City of Quintex is going to be really good. Really good. Make sure that we never actually lose those settlements. While Alith Anar does all his campaigning in the north, and we'll be pushing up towards Nagarythe as soon as possible. That battle was pretty easy, actually. Even Hydras, well, maybe especially Hydras, very big target, kind of low armor, don't really enjoy being shot to pieces by Shadow Warriors from range. And I do want to say a big thank you to Robin Anderson for giving me the idea for giving this guy the name Durian. It was a very logical step to take considering his old name was Dorian, but it was a good one, very good idea, so thank you again, Robin. In the Bleakhold Fortress, we have gotten rid of our Elven Court, or the level 2 version of that. What do we build instead? We don't need Shadow Warrior camp there. Some extra money would be nice. Public order is always a good thing. Even delaying it. Just getting a little bit of money and delaying the rebellions is in and of itself pretty good. But I think actually growth might be something we want to invest in here. And that's what I'll do. I think we're going to invest in growth. Because the rebellions will never be in Bleakhold Fortress. They'll always be in Arnheim. and we'll always have this army there to get rid of it. At least until we get our third stack, and then maybe this army can go graduate to actually reaving on the Dark Elves coastline. So in the meantime, we will level that up and get some more growth so that hopefully Arnheim will eventually get up to level 4, and then we can start building some actually good buildings. Ss'ildra Tor is getting its level 2 vineyard, which will be pretty nice for all that trade we currently have with the Elven Kingdoms. And one thing I have kind of been considering, I don't know what happens in your guys' Mortal Empires campaigns, but one thing I have noticed in a lot of mine is the elves in general, at least the High Elves, do exceptionally well. I think I've never played a Mortal Empires campaign where Tyrion and Lothern didn't just absolutely crush it unless I fought them early on. And I think this DLC might exacerbate that problem. I have not played deep into Mortal Empires campaign yet, but there's a lot of unity on this continent, and that means there's a lot of confederations. That means they snowball out of control and can get a gigantic empire. Now, the elves are a logical faction to snowball because they have this island continent all to themselves, and I'm helping them out a lot too. I mean, you think about that, I'm taking a ton of pressure off their northwest coast. Dark Elves aren't coming here, they don't feel like it, and I took out the Hag Sorceress early, which means Nagarythe can't snowball, and I see Nagarythe snowball a lot too, but I am a little bit curious how much of an impact this DLC will have in terms of the campaign metagame, in terms of how powerful factions will become. So we'll definitely keep a close eye on that. But what we're going to do here for now is take our boy, the Shadow King, Mr. Avatar of Khaine, Mr. Steal Yo Girl, and go straight for Ice Rock Gorge, and see if we can bait them out of Hag Hall. That is a level 5 settlement. That is something we're going to want to take. But taking it when they've already got Doomfire Warlocks, when they've got Shades, a little bit of a tough task there. So instead of going straight for Hag Hall, we're going to see if we can bait them out. Maybe ambush them on the open field where that would be a much easier engagement. And you will continue to get the public order a little bit better in the Ancient City of Quintex. And in the meantime, we'll wait about 5 turns and Arnheim will rebel again. At which point, we will call upon Durian the Ever-Smelly to go crush it once again.
Dash the rocks with traitor's blood.
As expected, like all Druki, the Dark Elves of Hag Hall of the Bleak holds are pooping their pants when they see the Avatar of Khaine sauntering their way. They don't want to deal with them. I don't blame them. They have a 16 stack inside the settlement, which is not good enough to take us on the open field. We could try raiding, but honestly, I don't really see the purpose there. I think we should just attack them, because they're not going to come out, right? Like, if I could kind of goad them out to attack me, if I could go into ambush mode, you know what? You know what? Let's try that. We should have the movement points to do that. Let's go into ambush mode here and see if we can get them out. They might go, oh wow, look, Ice Rock Gorge, I want my settlement back, and then run directly into us. That could be the best way, but I have a feeling they're just kind of like a very turtley AI, and they know the Avatar of Khaine is very close by. We'll see if we can goad them out here. If we can kill a stack by itself before attacking Hag Hall, we could probably just auto-resolve the siege. Because one of the bigger issues we'll face on a level 5 settlement is they have, I believe, these energy bolt towers that will blow our Shadow Warriors and Shadow Walkers the F up. And I don't want to deal with that. That's going to hurt a lot. It's going to get way more kills than anything else. If they don't leave on this next turn, this next end turn, we'll just attack and do a full siege battle. So we'll see what they do. I would like to get an ambush because I think that'd be probably the best thing we could do here. But yeah, I'll end turn there, and then I will see you whether they ambush us or we ambush them, or we attack Hag Hall itself. Shadow King my ass. I think that Widowmaker's been going to his head a little bit. We didn't get our ambush. They foiled it just by sitting in Hag Hall. They didn't have to do anything. They were just like, oh yeah, we're going to send out an Atari, get some shades to scout them, and they found me. So,
Loic's fury.
A real siege it shall be. I'm not worried about the units themselves. In fact, they have a bunch of heroes that Alith Anar should be able to walk through no problem. I think the bigger issue is just those towers and how much damage they'll do to us. So I'm a little curious what this balance bar will say when we attack.
Attack now!
I mean, if it's not doable, it's not doable, but I'm pretty
Nagarythe
sure it is.
vengeance.
Yeah, it says even, which means... I mean, look, this is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt even more than the siege battle we did last time, which actually wasn't too bad. They have a lot of Dark Riders, which are a joke. I mean, in a siege battle, we're going to destroy them. We'd shoot their faces off. And even in melee, we'd still crush them. I mean, we're up to 50 melee attack now. Very good weapon damage and missile damage. Bonus versus infantry. Blackguard are an issue. But more than anything, it's the towers. It'll be fun to shoot those Doomfire Warlocks apart too. They have a lot of cav for a settlement. So, we will attack it. This should be a very big, very interesting siege battle. And we're going to get some nice vortexes off with the Widowmaker itself. I'll see you on the battlefield. I must say, I do love me some Shadow Walkers. CA's done a really good job on their model. They are beautiful to behold. Ninjas. Just long-range ninjas that carve stuff up with anime dual poison swords. What could be better? Alith Anar, about a head and a half taller than anyone else around him. Looking good himself. Although I do wish he had those hoods. I wish he had a hood on. That'd be nice. We have a Moon Dragon back there. And what we're going to do here, of course, mitigate the damage from those incoming level 5 towers. All these guys have stock. They don't have snipe, but we can move up without being seen, which will be good. And only one tower can shoot us right now. So, I mean, we could have deployed over here. But yeah, I just have this feeling, this weird feeling that having 3 of those blow us up would not be very fun. So, I decided not to do that. And we're going to go over here instead. We have 3 uses of Call of the Shadow Dancer, which is going to give us an image that does 50% of our range DPS. What is our AP? 315. Dang, son. That is really good. So, maybe snipe some targets. I will say, I do wish that the Sword of Khaine gave us missile damage as well. Because the one that he drew would actually, it'd be very cool if you could pick whether it gives you range damage or missile damage. Because I bet you the Sword of Khaine can actually do some stuff from range as well, if that was your preferred way to fight. Because Khaine doesn't care how the blood flows, only that it does. Well, that's Khorne. But, yeah, they're very similar gods in a lot of aspects. So let's start battle here. And let's shoot down that sorceress. Oh, yeah. Oh, he missed. See, that's one thing that I'm not a big fan of. I don't really love seeing my boy miss. He's supposed to be godlike with that ranged firepower. Wow. Oh, it hit both, dude. I don't think I saw that Canine Assassin. Dude, yes, keep doing that. Penetrating through both targets is going to be really beautiful. Wow. Yeah, let's keep doing that. I might have pushed her out of the way. Oh, that's still hitting both, and it's killing some Black Art Corsairs too. Let's let him snipe him down a bit, and then we'll see if we can get like a decapitation there at the end. Oh, we are taking shots. What's shooting me? Oh, it's just bolt towers, huh? Yeah, maybe you have to build a building to upgrade those. Yo, that was a terrible shot. Alright, so they're shooting at me now. You shouldn't have too much trouble there. I want to blow her up before we charge in. What we could do is actually send forward some of our Shadow Walkers right now and just start doing a little bit of skirmishing. Should be in range very soon. Move up. You guys should be able to fire over that tower. Just keep shooting. It's nice to be able to get some range DPS in with him, because with that Sword of Khaine, we've just kind of been using him in melee a lot. And now we can start doing some range damage. Take out some of those casters early on. That's a chill win. A very bad one. What, now? Now you're obstructed? How does that make sense? Shoot. That should be 2 more shots and she should be dead. One thing I have noticed, and I don't know if I think it's true only on this patch that we just started playing with, is that... Is she dead now? Yep. Nope. She's really close, though. One more cast and she's gonna rout. Is that, I haven't seen lords or heroes get decapitated or dismembered at all since this patch came out, which is really weird. One of my favorite things, I'm not gonna lie, because I'm a bit of a sadist when it comes to Warhammer, and that's kind of what Warhammer is, sadism in a nutshell, is... I have not seen the ability to actually, like, rip the heads off or cut the arms off of lords or heroes. Even generic ones. Obviously, legendary lords have never been able to die that way. You don't really want to see Karl Franz die in such a horrible manner. But it is a bit weird not to be able to do that to generic lords, because every other patch you have been able to.
As you say.
Let's start shooting the Blackguard Nagarythe. That's, you're shooting right into the wall. Shooting through the wall. That is weird. Alright, what we're going to do, we're going to move up. Let's just start attacking. It's just bolt throwers. It's not the biggest deal. No dragon, move up. Start shooting those dark shards, and let's go. Let's get you up. Oh, can we get one more shot at him? Nope. He's gonna route. Get out there quickly. Might be able to snipe him before he gets back to the capture point. Spearman. I think you're gonna just go right there. You're gonna go right here. You'll go right there. And then Spearman will be first into the breach. Shadow Walkers will follow closely behind. And yeah, someone pointed out to me that that missile resistance I was talking about on Black Ark Corsairs is only on SFO, which is why I was a little bit confused. Because I do alternate between those fairly frequently. Let's charge you in, dude. Let's mess some people up. Let's get some close-ups with this. Oh, that's so cool. God, that is so cool. Do it, man. Alright, well, that was a little bit weak sauce. Alright. Now that they're kind of blobbing up around him, let's get a breath into the Blackguard for sure.
Orders received.
And you guys fire into them as well. Nice, dude. Did half their health. Is there any blob that is worthy of casting the Vortex on right now? Not at the moment.
Without fail.
Keep shooting the Blackguard then.
I'll show
And
them.
kill her. She's being very annoying.
As you say.
We're gonna send a few of you into melee. Oh god, he should melt her. He should absolutely melt her here.
Destroy.
Take you off skirmish mode. Definitely don't want that. And that chill one's getting really annoying. She's running as she should.
Yes.
An enemy wizard is coming.
Orders received.
You can't run from the Avatar of Khaine. Let's get one more breath attack in as soon as we can. 10 more seconds.
Alith Anar.
And definitely you guys are shooting those witch elves. They're gonna die so fast. Unlike the Sisters of Slaughter, they do not have that 20% physical resistance, I don't believe. I lied, they do. They don't have the shield block chance though. The Sisters of Slaughter have 35% missile block chance with their tiny shield, which I think is a little bit weird. You're gonna be seeing a lot of Sisters in multiplayer. They are absolutely vicious. Extremely good. One more breath attack into... What am I killing here? Those are Blackguard. Let's do it. That is going to be absolutely brutal. Oh my god. Absolutely awesome. Only up to 41 kills with him right now, but that should
Without fail.
change very quickly. Keep shooting in.
Scions of Mathland.
And Dragon, let's start causing some terror routes. Get on that sorceress.
Alith Anar.
I don't think we can cast this vortex on the wall. Oh, we can. No, we can't. No. That would have been cool if it was a special kind of vortex, because I don't think there's any other vortex in the game that you can actually cast on top of a wall. I think that's an intentional CA design philosophy right there. Terror route kicking in right now. Death Hag worthy of getting shot.
The Shadow King.
I don't know if we're going to have a good chance to use the vortex, honestly. We have that wall now, so what we're going to do is move up a bunch of you guys. Make a new control group. The rest of you go up the walls. I don't care how you get there, just do it. And once we get you out here, we'll shoot into those Blackguard. That's really the only thing right now that can mess up our Shadow Walkers in melee. And even then, I don't know that they'll do that well. Armor piercing a little bit wasted against my guys.
We will obey.
Shades. Shades definitely need to die though, because they will hurt. We only have 30 armor on our Shadow Walkers, and that is gonna do some damage. Right? That was the most embarrassing volley I've ever seen in my life. Dude. They're juking me right now. They're juking me hard. I said that, and I don't think I landed a single arrow. They had full HP after that volley. Dude, they're juking like crazy. That's godlike. Looking like Barry Sanders out there. My lord.
Orders received.
Alright, Spearman, go in. These Scions of Mathland so good right now because we don't have a caster, which means as long as our Winds of Magic pool is over 50%, we're getting that 12% damage resistance, which is super good. Oh man. Oh my god, they just went flying. Did they die? That's so cool. They got thrown off the wall by the Moondragon. Charge in there. Finish off the Death Hag. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Well, Spears may not have a good time down there, though. I probably should not have sent them to their doom. It's up to 61 kills now. Help them out. We have one more breath attack. What is worthy of our fire? Doomfire Warlocks, maybe. There are a lot of Dark Riders over there. We don't want to move the dragon over there just yet. Taking more damage from these Dark Riders than I would have expected. Got their backs to a wall, outnumbered. But that Phalanx should hold strong for now. Keep on stabbing, my boys. That's so cool. They're all routing now. I want to make sure those Death Hags don't get away. Oh yeah, Dragon, your job, as she teleports down to the ground in one of the ugliest animations I've ever seen in Total War game. Oh yeah, just gonna appear at the bottom. Who needs stairs, am I right, boys? You guys all push up, kill them. Well, we're gonna have to get in some way, so now's a good time as any. Man, that dragon is just messing them up. Shoot. We want you to shoot into... Where is she? No, that's not her. There she is. She's dead. You can barely see her in there. Alright. Well done, Moondragon. We probably need to give you a name, don't we? We haven't given you one yet. Yeah, guys, let me know. What do you want me to name the Moondragon? I could do something try-hard. Like Avalu the Roaring Fire, or Brinrardi the Wind. Or I could do something goofy. We literally have a lord named Durian the Eversmelly right now, so that might be... We might keep it silly. I don't know. Kill her. Don't let her come back. Alright, you guys can all go down now. And you, Mr. Alith Anar? A leaf. Ugh, it sounds so gross. Kill her. Needs a little bit of range support right now. Shoot those Dark Riders. Man, get up those ladders. You're taking forever. And I want you to shoot into the Doomfire Warlocks. Now, they have 40% physical resist, but we deal magical damage. So that will get bypassed completely. And you're going to die horribly. Your soul has been stolen by Slaanesh. And your soul is about to be stolen by Slaanesh. And that will continue ad infinitum. Ad infinitum. Nice pronunciation, Indy Pride, you idiot. Yeah, that's so much fun. It's very satisfying seeing these guys go down. Because they are really annoying for the High Elves to deal with. Yes, dude. Up to 69 kills now. LMAO. Slaanesh is pleased. And you guys move up and we will do our last couple of volleys into that. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Get the Moondragon. Moondragon, please. Come over here. I totally forgot about you. I don't even know what you're doing over there. Forget the Death Hag. There is the most bizarre blob of cavalry over here. And if you get a breath into that, it could be the most glorious thing of all time.
We will obey.
We need our spears in front, though. We don't want to get charged. Oh, they're going to start coming now. There's a Dreadlord. What do we breath attack? Let's try that. We're not oh, no. Oh my god. That blob is so bizarre looking. Let it go. Send them to the nether realm. Alright, well, that was pretty good. Actually, that was enough to cause a mass rout. Alright, good work, boys. Very nice work. Okay, that was extremely easy, actually. I was expecting to see level 5 towers with, like, Doomfire energy bolts. And instead we got bolt throwers that barely did anything. That's the battle. And the Hag Hall has fallen. Good stuff. Alright, so we took very few losses in that battle. And we have actually just unlocked a new unit, Regiment of Renown, as well. The Pure Main Company. That's under armor, have a ton of AP. I think they will be very good here. So what I think I might do, as sad as it will make me to get rid of one of my Shadow Walker units, I think we'll start working towards getting a few more melee ones. And, no, you know what? That doesn't make any sense. We're going to get rid of one of our Spearmen. As much as I like them, having a pure melee unit with some armor and some shields and that kind of thing, I mean, we're going to get a real kick-ass melee unit here. So let's disband them, get the Pure Main Company, and look at Alith Anar here. So, we are still working towards Quartermaster. That upkeep reduction will be so, so good, especially because our upkeep goes up even further in this playthrough because of the Avatar of Khaine side of things. So what we're going to do is get one more ambush for defense chance, enemy hero. It doesn't really matter because we're only going to get 1 point in these. The rest of these are still kind of bad anyway. So we'll just get one in public order for funsies. And the Moonbow is now available as well. Now, the problem with the Moonbow is that we can't actually use it, I don't think, because we have the Widowmaker, which sucks, because this is a really fun ability. And it's fun to snipe, it's fun to use because you see a magic missile just tear through like 8 guys, it kills cavalry really well, and it can snipe down single target entities very well too. So, either way, I think if we unlock it, we still get all those buffs. Maybe we have to equip it. I think we might have to equip it. Either way, it'll be fun to play that battle. So, I think we'll save that for next campaign playthrough, maybe the first part, like right as we begin, because we can just teleport to it. But I don't think we'll actually be able to use it, unfortunately. As themey as that is a part of Alith Anar's actual lore, a moonbow granted by Lilith herself, goddess of prophecy and dreams. But for right now, I think we can
Not one Druki on Nagarythe.
build some stuff, right? We've got some important stuff to build. So growth plus 50. That is pretty strong. We're going to want that if we want to go to level 5 and get a Dragon Prince building, which I certainly want. Some Dragon Princes, like an all Dragon Prince Shadow Walker army would be dope. That'd be really fun. So we're going to work towards that as soon as we can. We could get Silver Helms right now, actually. It's kind of good, but there are things that I like more.
Burden of the Shadowlands.
What do we do? Silver Helms are decent, but they're not amazing. It's part of the problem there.
Shadow King.
I think we can maybe afford to drop a few of this stuff and get a few cab units.
Shattered Realm.
They're very cheap. Wow. I think that's because of this building. Yep. And it gives us a higher recruit rank as well. So that's actually some good synergy from the AI there. They actually built stuff that synergizes well. It's going to unlock us some new technologies. Let's take a look at that. Nothing. That's weird. We didn't get anything good from that. Why can't I do that? I guess we needed one more building. We have the Shrine of Azurian. I guess we need the Elven Court as well, which I thought we had somewhere. We do. That's really weird. Shrine of Azurian. Oh, Shrine. No. That's weird, dude. Why can't I get that? Am I being stupid? I might be being stupid. Maybe... Oh, it's one turn. Okay, so we just got it. So next turn we'll be able to get it. I was being stupid. Alright, so what we're going to do here... Definitely want walls. But is there something... better?
The people
In 2 turns we'll have an Elven Embassy, which will unlock even more of our research. Let's raise that growth more. Hag Hall. Take a look at the building browser. Are there any unique buildings we can build here? Ooh. We could get some Handmaiden, some Sisters of Avalorn. They're not better than Shadow Walker, so that's the problem. They have that extra AP, but I don't know that it's worth. There's a lot more exciting stuff we could build here than walls. How's the garrison look? Bad right now, but it needs to replenish. So what we're going to do instead...
Not one Druchii on Nagarythe.
...is... Hell. Let's get some dragons, dude. No. We're gonna get an archive. We're gonna get an archive and get a caster. I think having some magic here would be fun. And we don't have a caster lord yet. We don't have a caster hero. I think that's definitely the play. No caster lords for the high elves feels bad. I don't know why an archmage wasn't added. But yeah, in Hag Hall we'll get that. And Bleak Hold, we're looking good. Looking good in Ancient City of Quintex. That's the best public order we've had in a long time. Arnheim will rebel very soon. But they will rebel with an army very close by, ready to kill them. So for now, we'll just work on getting a little bit of speed. And next turn, we will attack Val's Anvil, which is the third of 3 of them on the map. There's a Val's Anvil in Calador, right here. And a Val's Anvil, of course, in Athol Loren. Val being the Smith God. And Adiath will do his lore in the next part, I think. But he's a very interesting god as well. I think we're going to be going to war with the Tomb Kings next turn. Not next turn, next part. But yeah, let's end the turn there, and we'll take Val's Anvil, and then I think that will be the end of this part. There is something glorious waiting for me in Val's Anvil.
Burden of the Shadowlands.
And so we are going to take that right out from under the Man-Blight tribe's noses, because...
From the shadows!
Definitely auto-resolving that.
Time for battle!
It hurt a little bit.
Take it for the line of
There's a super good building here. A super unique building. As we wiped out the Bleak Holds there in a single campaign part. Pretty good stuff. Crap. It went away. Take a look at the building browser. So it's right here. It was a level 3 settlement, and it had that level 3 building. The Temple of Val. So that's going to give us a lot of resources to trade. That in and of itself is really good. But the minus 10% upkeep for all units in all armies is exceptional. That is an incredibly important settlement, and we're going to try to get that up to level 3 as soon as we possibly can. Thankfully, we have this growth building right here that will help us do that. So in the meantime, we've got some cultural advancements to start researching. What is worthy? There's some really good stuff there. So we'll take a look at that very soon. In the meantime, Alith Anar has leveled up yet again. And now we can get Draft Master, which is super nice. That local recruitment capacity is going to be really good, especially because all of these public order penalties that we have kind of prevent us from getting the bonuses of having more powerful settlements that can sometimes give you that extra local recruitment capacity, extra tax rate, extra growth, all that stuff. So this is going to rebel very soon. We will have Durian the Eversmelly quickly cover that. One thing I do want to do before we end this part, though, go into diplomacy, take a look how we're doing with all the elven factions. Pretty good, actually, all the way across the board.
Everqueen.
Everqueen.
Of
Avatar of Isha. Yeah, she is pretty happy with us, although it's deteriorating a little bit. But Lothern is by far the most important.
Tyrion.
Oh man, they're getting strong. Dude, they're snowballing out of control right now.
The Phoenix Court will hear your words.
What we're going to do, I want a military alliance with them because I want every one of their settlements to count towards my objectives. So we're going to butter them up a little bit with influence here because we don't have a lot to spend it on right now. We're not going to get a second army, or a third army, because we're already running in the negative. So let's spend some of that influence so it doesn't go to waste. As soon as the right comes up again, Invocation of Azurian, in 7 turns we'll use that, of course. Use that off cooldown, basically, because that +4 public order is so good. But right now, use that Intrigue at Court and butter up Lothern a bit. +20. +20. And we'll keep it there for now and see where it goes up to. But if we can get a military alliance with them, that would be glorious. They might be too strong for me. That might be part of the reason why they don't want to accept it right now. But if they lose a stack, then we might be able to catch them at a point where they want to get a military alliance.
There is only vengeance.
So we will recover, and then I believe next campaign part, we will go to war with the Dark Elves of Klarkarond. Very important settlement. And from there, only a stone's throw from Nagaroth, and Naggaroth rather, itself. But yeah, war with Grand Hierophant Katep, war with Klarkarond. That'll be a lot of fun. Hope you guys join me for part 4. Hope you guys enjoyed this part. I will see you next time. Indie Pride,
Twilight.
signing out for now.